It's the Toronto Raptors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Bogues out there with Carter. Then there's Charles Oakley. Then there's Davis. And it's McGrady in at the 3 slot. Now here is McGrady. Screen by Oakley. Carter for 3. Shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Thompson outside. Smith right side. On its way from Irving for 2. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Bogues. Out to Carter. There's the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And here's Cleveland. Outside Irving. Dishes it to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks again, Doris. And it's Smith missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Bogues with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's McGrady. Whoa!
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense, Clark, was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that person.
That Kia Slam Can replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Irving kicks to Thompson. Out to Smith, wide open. Thompson inside, he's guarded by Davis. Offensive rebound, James outside. This one for 3, no luck. Here's McGrady. Oh! Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Now here's James. LeBron with another miss.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Bogues kicks to Oakley. Fires from 14. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Love kicks to LeBron. Again, James missing. Raptors leading by 4. Carter dishes to Bogues. Pass to McGrady. Puts up the baby hook. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. McGrady's got 6 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. LeBron against Christie. Back to Brown. Mozgov with the block. And here we go. Shumpert into the hoop. And he gets it to go.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Now here's Brown. The pass to Christie. Curry kicks to Willis, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Feeds it to Dellavedova. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Dellavedova's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. He hits Brown with the drive, and he converts the layup.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Here's Dellavedova. From deep three-point range, kept alive. Goes back up. The rebound by Oakley.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Curry. Passes it to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Channing Frye out there with Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Bogues against Irving. Bogues kicks to Willis. Goes up the baseline. But he recovers it. And he jams it with authority.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Smith for 3. The kick out to Irving. Back to Shumpert. Pass to Irving. Shoots the 3. Another miss by Irving.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
And it's Davis missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Shumpert passes to Love. Beyond the arc. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Bogues against Irving. Willis. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 6 points for him.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Frye. Smith on the wing. Love outside. Irving with it. Three-pointer. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Irving. And it's 6 points for Amon Shumpert.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Here's Bowles. Here's Davis, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Raptors lead by 7. Near the three-point line, it's Love, and he gets it to go from the corner. Love's got 8 points. Love's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Bogues kicks to McGrady. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And both free throws good for Davis. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Love with a wide open look. Thompson against Davis. Thompson dishes to Love. There's a good screen. From deep. Cleveland the rebound. Raptors leading by 7. To the middle. Here's McGrady. That's in there. Carter with the assist. McGrady's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here's Thompson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Now here's Bowles. And it's Carter penetrating. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. 2 shots. That's good from Vince Carter for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Then for the Raptors, Oakley, he's checked in for Davis. Christie comes in for McGrady. And it's Brown in for Bogues.
Another trip to the stripe for him. And I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. He dishes it to Irving. Launches a 3. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That is his first foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Vince Carter. 1:46 left to play here in the second quarter. Brown kicks to Oakley. Willis up top. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. To the inside. Here's Thompson. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one. Brown kicks to Willis. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Fry's checked in.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
For Toronto, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
2 shots.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers trail by 12. On its way from Irving for 2. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Oakley passes to Willis. Now Cleveland moving it up. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 5.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Christie kicks to Willis. Christie against LeBron. Jacks up a 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Dellavedova. He has 5. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
Free points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
So as we conclude the first half, welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for Toronto right now, Oakley is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Davis. Then it's Bogues. And it's Carter in at the shooting guard. Bogues dishes to Oakley. And he gets the bucket. Oakley's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Raptors. On its way from Irving for 2. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Raptors leading by 16. McGrady with the ball. He's picked up by James. Oakley a screen on James. McGrady kicks to Davis. Back to McGrady. The 11-footer. No luck. James with some nice D. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
They double him with James. Outside Oakley. Here's McGrady. And the layup falls. McGrady's got 10 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Toronto with the ball.
Will be a Raptors timeout.
Toronto calls timeout. Here's Bogues. Another shot, Oakley. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And this is his first.